Hi, I'm Rebecca Balcarcel, and I hope I can help you write a Villanelle. I say hope because it is kind of complicated. The cool thing about a Villanelle is that it's 19 lines long, but you don't have to write all 19 new lines. You get to recycle some of them. 2 lines will repeat throughout the poem. Let's look at Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, a Villanelle by Dylan Thomas. It's very regular and it serves as a good model for your Villanelle. All right, so let's look at just the first 3 lines. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Now he's speaking to his dying father in this poem, so he's talking to his dad and saying, hey, don't die. That's the whole theme of the poem. Do not die. Don't go into the night, which means death. But if you're going to write your own Villanelle, you need to notice that line 1 and line 3 rhyme. We have the ite sound. Now in your Villanelle, you can have some other sound, but you're going to use this ite sound over and over and over. So you need some kind of sound that has lots of rhymes with it. Do not make that line 1 end with the word orange, because nothing rhymes with orange. Think back to rhyming games you played as a kid, or have a rhyming dictionary handy so that you can think about what kinds of sounds there are lots of in English. Now notice that not only do we have 1 and 3 rhyming, but all the lines are 10 syllables long. We count syllables usually by clapping. You probably did this in 3rd or 4th grade. Do not go gentle into that good night. So each portion of a word gets a clap. You need 10 of these in every line for the whole poem. So 19 lines, all of them are 10 syllables long. But that's not all. These 10 syllables are arranged in a particular rhythmic pattern. You have every 2 syllables go da-da. That means we have 1 unstressed, and then it's followed by a stressed syllable. Now don't worry, I'm going to help you figure this out. Unstressed, stressed. It just means that that second one gets a little punch, like an accent mark. Da-da. So do not, go gen, till in, to that, good night. We don't say do not, we say do not. Now this sounds very arbitrary, but it really isn't. If you think about a word like, let's say my name, Rebecca. We don't say Rebecca, and we don't say Rebecca. We say Rebecca. And so Rebe, that's an I am right there. And if we're going to put my name in a poem that uses these little I ams, we're going to have to say Rebecca is a great something da-da, like this. We've got to fill out the 10 syllables, but in that stress pattern, in that rhythmic pattern of da-da, 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 da-da. This is the trickiest part, and I think you'll have to just count a lot and hear it. You have a word like lamppost. You cannot start your first line with lamppost because lamppost puts the stress at the beginning, lamppost. Most ing words have the stress at the beginning, jumping, running, so that won't work either. We need the stress second. So until, see, da-da. Now when you do this, you're going to end up with a lot of one-syllable words. To be more sophisticated, try to use some multi-syllable words, some longer words, but keep to the stress pattern of da-da, 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 da-da. The name of this pattern is called iambic pentameter because you have those iambs, da-da, 5 times. Da-da, 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 da-da. Okay, so do not go gentle into that good night. It fits. And you'll see as he goes along that he's quite regular with filling out this pattern. Okay, so let's say you've written your first 3 lines. They're all 10 syllables. They're all iambs, 5 iambs in a row, iambic pentameter. You have the ite sound rhyming, right? Or whatever sound your lines 1 and 3 have as their ending sound. They rhyme. And you have that middle line, line 2, that's 10 syllables, iambic pentameter, but it ends with some other sound. Now for this poem, it's A, so we have the word day. Now when you get to your second set of lines, the next 3 lines, you're going to use that A sound for the middle line again. So we're alternating here. We're going sound A, sound B, and then back to sound A. So ite, A, and ite. And then in the next set of lines, he does the same thing with right, they, and night. So his next stanza is, though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning they, do not go gentle into that good night. So we have day in that first set, and then we have they in the second group. And ite, it's like a little sandwich because you have the ite and then a sound and then ite a, ite again. And we label this sound A, sound B, sound A, sound A, sound B, sound A. Now, you notice that line 6 is do not go gentle into that good night. That's one of those recycled lines. So you're lucky. Lines 4 and 5 are going to be new, and line 6 is a repeated line. Now let's go to lines 7, 8, 9. Good men, the last wave by, cry how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. So you see how line 9 is also line 3. We're recycling again. Yay! So again you write 2 new lines, but the third one is pulled from that first set. Now we still have 10 syllables per line. We still have iambic pentameter rhythm throughout the line. We still have ite followed by a followed by ite as far as the end rhyming words. And we're going to do it again in the next group of 3 lines. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way, do not go gentle into that good night. Notice how Dylan Thomas is taking different kinds of men and talking about different sorts of men in each little set of lines. That's a smart thing to do, and you might decide to do that for your poem. You might lay out something at the beginning, and then in the succeeding sets of lines, look at different aspects, different angles, different types of the thing you're talking about. That might make it easier to come up with content. Now notice in that section that we just read, we did lines 10, 11, 12. Line 12 is the recycled line this time. It's do not go gentle into that good night, all the way from line 1. Either line 1 or 3 is getting recycled every time. Now, in lines 13, 14, 15, we'll see a different kind of men, and we'll see another recycled line. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. So the rage, rage comes for line 15, and we have ite, a, ite as the ending sounds one more time. And now we're going to switch up our pattern a bit. So far, every set of 3 lines has been the same. We've had the same rhythms and the same ending rhymes, and now at the very end we're going to have a set of 4 lines, and these we'll have two new lines and the two recycled lines put together. So, line 16. And you, my father, there on that sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. It's a powerful poem, begging the father, don't die. But notice that you have two new lines, the bless me father on the sad height, but you still have it for the ending sound. And then curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. So we have that other sound, A. And then the last two lines, lines 18 and 19, are lines 1 and 3, put right next to each other. Do not go gentle, rage, rage. So you might decide that you want to write those two lines first, and then go back and put together all the rest of the poem. They have to sound well together. They have to work in other places in the poem, but it's most important that here at the end, they clinch the end of the poem, that they complement each other. Okay, so I hope this helps you write your Villanelle. You could post it in the comments if you have a good one and you're willing to share it. That would be fun. Good luck.